On behalf of Better Outcomes for Our Kids, also known as BOOK Board of Directors, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to so many for the support of the inaugural BOOK ATL Educational Summit. It was the vision of our Board of Directors and the leadership team to provide parents of school-aged children and community members as a whole with valuable information on school choice options for their children, while empowering them to positively impact their neighborhood schools and ensure they are excellent institutions of learning for all children. It was your presence at the summit and the engaging conversations that helped make this vision a reality. Oh my, there's still so much work to be done in our communities, but we believe that if we come together and create the urgency, all children will have access to a quality education.
Enjoy this brief Education Summit highlight addressing the social economic reality.
As a foster kid, a school teacher, a public school teacher adopted me. And to be quite frank with you, she violated some rules. We stayed outside of the district. I had to move in with her before the adoption was finalized. All of these things could have gotten her in trouble. The way the school systems are set up now, a teacher wouldn't even take that chance on a student. So when we talk about cross-pollination, how do we get all these other factors to work? Because there's no such thing as a bad school. A school is a reflection of the socioeconomic environment that surrounds it. What this woman did was address my socioeconomic reality. And I turned out all right, okay? So how do you think you guys are uniquely positioned as Greek-led organizations to assist with that, to make that better?
I think that, and I'm a believer in this truth. I am a graduate of Howard University. I did not know in terms of the Divine Nine what that really meant until I pursued an organization and realized I was walking on hallowed ground. The majority of our Black Greek-led organizations started at Howard, so I was exposed to the origin of all. And in learning that is where I learned the structural similarities and the power within organized bodies of people, right? So as you find your tribe through your matriculation, whatever that may be, we are all dynamic organizations. We have differences, but we are structured to operate at a program's base as service organizations. Where I believe we have the power to do so is we have so many members at the top of their game in all of their industries who have access to funds that are dispersed. And at the end of the year, they have to go somewhere. We have corporate giants. We have educational giants. We have political giants. We change people's lives. When students walk across college campuses and see something, you never know who you're influencing. And that is something that I teach to the young ladies that I make, is that you're always being watched. And it may be the slightest thing that you did. And when I ask young ladies who aren't third or fourth generation college or aren't second or third generation sorority, what was it that spoke to you? They'll say, my teacher. I had an 8th grade science teacher who did X, Y, and Z, and I never forgot that. And so when I got to college, that is what I wanted to pursue. So number one is protecting your influence and knowing the value of that. Secondly, creating, just like we do individually, creating an agenda, a crisis agenda with targets, and figuring out what we do collectively to address those. In my opinion, it makes no sense to have separate mentorship programs in the same part of the city at 3 different high schools when we could probably service 3 times more children if we just did it collectively, or at least made an effort. I sincerely believe that we are losing our power in our separation. And we are the Pan-Hellenic Council. And to be quite honest with you, I'm 20 years old in a sorority. I've never seen a Pan-Hellenic assembly or with an agenda. We operate with our own from our national bodies. So I think that part of our duty is to hold the Pan-Hellenic Council to task. What are we doing collectively? Figure out where that steams down from and then see what we can do as one.
Organizing this first summit was a labor of love, and there are so many lessons learned. But we are deeply appreciative for your partnership as we build, learn, and work diligently to have an impact on educational options for children in our community. We look forward to continuing this important work. If you have any questions about BOOK, or wish to follow up regarding the Education Summit, please feel free to go to our website at bookatl.org. Book, Better Outcomes for Our Kids. Thank you for your support.